Hello, Virgo masculines. This is Grand Madam. You are my brothers. You know I'm under the sun of Virgo. I'm doing something a little different, as you have probably already noticed. Oh, there are my glasses. That is, I have split the males from the females, or the divine masculines from the divine feminines. Now, when I say male and female energy, I'm not talking about gender. I am talking about energies. Masculine energy is dynamic, forceful, aggressive, intellectual, the right hand side of the brain. Feminine energy is receptive, creative, circumspect, the nurturing side of the energy, left brain. And I split you all in half because it was clearly obvious to me that we were living different stories, even under the cluster and the energy of Virgo. So here we go. It's your turn now. I have put out 3 cards pre-shuffled from the Moonology deck, and I've put out 3 cards from the Starseed Oracle deck, something new that I've gotten myself into, and I love it. From the Moonology deck, the Gibbous Moon says, brothers, masculines. Let me explain this. You have some females who have masculine dominant energy. That's because, for whatever reason, she has to use masculine energy for her expression. I am one female with a lot of masculine dominant energy. My thing is to balance off my feminine energy, but while I was working, I was always in masculine energy. So it is a transition for me to be able even to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to kick back into my feminine energy and balance the two. So you have some females that should be in this group also with masculine energy. Now, and some of you males have feminine energy. I'm not talking about gender, it's all about energy. Because those of you who work with children, small children, those of you who are in daycare centers, those of you who are pediatricians, those of you who are nurses, are working from the feminine energy. Got it, y'all? Okay, let's begin. First card from the Moonology deck, Gibbous Moon. It says you are very, very close to accomplishing your goal here, achieving your goal. Next card says, for those of you who are struggling and can't fit the details in, put the details down, look at the bigger picture, then re-engineer, go back, reverse engineer, and go backwards, and then pick up your details, okay? Some of you are really being stressed, trying to get those goals in, those objectives in order to meet the goals. Your commitment is being tested. This is the first quarter moon, but it's happening. This is a card from the Starseed Oracle. It says, keep holding your vision. Stay the course, masculines. Stay the course, regardless of the stress, regardless of how hopeless it looks. Stay the course. Keep your focus. Kick into that masculine energy and use it. Now, according to the Starseed Oracle, you have a double mission, and that is, as you serve yourself, basically fulfill your life purpose, you're also serving the planet, which in turn will serve the universe. I know, pressure, pressure, pressure. Just keep doing what you're doing. By this time, you finally have, you can feel your life purpose because you're going with the flow with it. Those of you who are holding on to your vision. If you don't have your life purpose or don't know what it is, it's just because you're not aware of it. But you've probably been going step by step for the longest time towards it. And that is flowing with anything that is very positive and uplifting and easy for you to do. Share some of that creatively with others and see what happens. You might have a life purpose as a writer, but you might be an engineer. You may have, that doesn't mean stop your engineering work. That means keep writing on the side until you've written that award-winning song or that Pulitzer Prize-winning article or that novel. Just keep writing. You might be a teacher, but your life purpose is to do something else like dance. You might end up teaching dance. and uplifting us all with your performances. Okay. There's a soul plan. I remember the fated life versus the destiny life. That's interesting. I'm going to have to read up on that. Hold on a second. Soul plan. This is a new one for me. I remember. And it says, I want you to look as I read. Okay. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out those exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world free of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through our saying yes. The fated life is one where we were born into it. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith to pull it off. If you pull this card, I pulled the card for you. It's because you are likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny of your life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you are being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or to choose the road less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a plan that's undefined, it is normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it, though, is through it. It's all a part of a larger plan. What are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's path? Okay. This is deeper than you think, masculines. Because what this feels like to me is that before you came into this earth, you made some choices. The lesson I'm going to learn is, let's say, I'm going to write the great love novel. Okay? That's the lesson. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to go through hell and high water in romantic relationships and loving relationships until you find out what true love really is and write the novel or the how-to book. Now, in the meantime, you have a twin flame, part of your soul, the feminine side of your soul. She's there to be, she may be she's fated to be with you. Okay? But once you come into the 3D world, you're born, you might be 10, 20 years older than she. Okay? You may, two of you meet, fall in love. 5, 10 years down the road, you're drawn in a different direction. You meet someone else, or she meets someone else, and you split up. Now you're in a situation, well, let me backtrack that up. You don't split up. You've created a third-party relationship because you're madly in love with someone else. You still have love for her, your flame, your twin, but it's not the same. And this new person literally takes you through the ringer. Okay? This new person teaches your soul a whole different lesson that could be the addendum to or the insert in your romantic novel writing fated purpose. Or maybe not. You don't know yet. So now you've got tremendous conflict going back and forth between the two. And what basically happens is the third party falls off, and now you're back with your twin who doesn't trust you, doesn't like you too much, and really wants out of the marriage. She too may have taken on a new lover. Now, it was fated for the two of you to be together, but the destiny of it all was how you would be together. Are you going to stay together as a couple, or has the whole dynamic in your marriage changed for you to be something different? That's your destiny. You will not know what your destiny is until it's all over. The one you may have been fated to be with, well, that was obviously your twin. But something new was inserted, something unexpected came along for both of you. And now you're into two different, separate marriages. Is that fate? Do you remember putting that in the map or on your timeline? Nope. So what has happened? What has happened, the soul has made a different choice. So now what happens? Who knows? That's the difference between a fated life and a destined life. You may have agreed to certain soul contracts when you came into this world, but once you got here, soul says, wait a minute, let's try, this might be a better idea to teach the lesson that this soul needs to learn. The oversoul or the creators of the soul, maybe they might learn a little faster or a little easier if we send them in this direction, if we separate them. And then there's the council's conversation, well, should we allow them to come back together again? Well, let's just see what they do. That's the difference between being fated and being destined. Your destination can change at a moment's notice overnight. So, I remember, I remember the plan, but something's different come along. How do I handle that? You handle that by looking at your biggest spiritual picture. What is your life's purpose? If you came here to learn to love and write the great instruction manual on it, you're learning now. Someone is confused. They're asking, but what about the twin flame? What about the flame that you were fated to be with? You want me to give away the story? Somebody said yes. Okay. You went your way and married someone new. You divorced and married someone new. She went her way and divorced and married someone new. Neither one of the relationships worked, and you came back together 20 years later. How's that? And remarried. The soul plan. And once you two of you got back together, then you were ready to write your book. The true nature of love. How's that? Got it? That's better? Okay. 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 I can pick up on some of the thoughts through the energy. We're connected as long as I do this. All right. That's the difference between a fated life, which is like a prescription for living, and the life of destiny, which is when you really surrender to your soul's direction, and things change. Things change. It makes you a better person, a more knowledgeable, intelligent person, a wiser person. That's the word I'm looking for. It makes you a wiser person. And what you might find out is in the long run, in the end, in the afterlife, when you look back, as you stand before the council, you're worried. Did I fulfill my soul's plan? And they tell you to relax. That was just part of your destiny. You came together with the person that you were supposed to, with your twin, the person you were supposed to be with. No one said you had to stay together. You experienced genuine, true love, a soul love, and a soul contract. And then you got bored or whatever, got more excited to go somewhere else to experience the pain of being apart from a true love. And it took you 20 years to come back together. But when you did, you fulfilled your purpose. All right? That's just the example of things. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at that with a couple now. But it hasn't taken them 20 years yet. But this is what's happening when you see people who were, let's say they met in high school and they were boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend in high school. They were together for about 5 years and then something happened. Some went to war, some went to school. They split up. And then they meet. They marry other people, they have children, and 25 years down the road, they meet again. And all that love, that true love that they had for each other back in the high school days, is resurrected or reactivated. And both of them are free and single now, divorced or widowed, and they come back together. That's what that is. Okay? Now, this is interesting. You are a part of the star family. Call in for support. In other words, when in doubt, when you're feeling stressed out, you can't figure which way to go, turn it over to heaven, turn it over to the universe, turn it over to source, call in your guides for guidance. Now, with that, let's get on. Did you like that little allegory, that story? Some did, some couldn't figure out, still can't figure out what the hell I'm talking about. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Now, let's see pretty much what is going on with the Virgo masculines for this last week in May, first week in June. Really, this reading is going to be quite timeless for whenever you see it. I just marked the dates so that I am aware that when these videos get jumbled up and I can't read the dates on them, I know what order they should be in. That's why I verbally date it or put it in the description. So, what is going on with the Virgo masculines? One more. Okay. Someone's asking which was the fate and which was the destiny. The fated one was your twin flame, the soul that came down, the female part of your soul that you were born, that came down to be with you. The new person was like a destiny. It was a destination you had to stop at before you could move further in life with your fated one. That's how I see that. Because I really believe that fate and destiny are one and the same. They just have different vibrations until you get to the very end and you reach your destination and you realize this was the person all along. Or this was the place where you were supposed to be all along. But that little interruption you had was usually a karmic lesson or an experience that you had to go through to learn what was necessary to meet up with your person again. It's like the wisdom that you needed to acquire that you could not have acquired as long as you were with that person at that earlier stage. In other words, that little break you took was actually a growth spurt for you. That hell you went through and the pain you suffered was for you to experience what love was not. Got it? Okay. So that when you met again, you'd appreciate each other more on both sides. Now, overall energy. Someone is cutting free the mental bondage that they've been in before, that they have been in. I don't know what's going on here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Oh my. An offer has been made and it has been declined. Four of Cups. Somebody's on a journey. And covering this is the King of Cups. Mr. Emotionally Unavailable himself. Okay. Cancer. Pisces, Scorpio. So what's going on here? It looks like someone is on a fated journey I just talked about, and they're in destiny mode. Or they're in that break that takes place between love and no love and back to love again. In the past, there was the Ten of Pentacles. This is the legacy card, the family card. This is the optimal of emotional satisfaction. This is it. This is what we all strive for. And for the King of Cups, this is a sensitive kind of guy. So the King of Cups, even though he may not, he could still be Virgo and have a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio moon or ascendant or something like that. It's like this was in the past for this person. Love found, love lost, money lost too. And now this person is looking towards the future with the Three of Wands. Okay, Virgo brothers, some of you have some serious Cancer in your charts. This is the Chariot, also signifying Cancer. Cancer, Cancer. Either that or one of you is in love with a Cancer male or female. Sheer will and determination is the energy in this card. And sheer will and determination to do what? Here's the star card, Aquarius energy. It's coming up in the future. Future healing, renewal, hope, future successes. Future success at what? Okay. Why are your cards being so cryptic, Virgo male? And here is the High Priestess. Is this a card for Pisces, a Cancer, or Virgo? This is interesting. I mean, this reading, Pisces energy. This is the card of the intuitive one. She who knows but keeps secrets. Currently, there is a partnership where there's love and business together, shared. Like a family business, but not quite a family. And here's the fear of someone walking away with a creative idea. If you feel that apprehensive about it, brothers, get a trademark or some type of patent. And the outcome card is that now someone is single and alone, independent, financially secure. What is this, brothers? Legal documents, good fortune. Oh, Queen of Cups, or a very loving and sensitive individual, is giving you a headache. Negotiating with her is giving you a headache. Okay. This looks as though it's becoming a headache. Your business partner, lover. And you are working together. You're trying to perfect something here. You're having tough negotiations, though, with a water sign female here. which is also giving you a headache. Cards at the bottom of the deck. Indecision. Two of Swords. Uh-oh. Oh, brothers, come on. Okay. Did someone fall in love with their nurse? Made the wife angry? Okay. Here we have indecision on a family situation. Here's the Justice card, trying to make things fair. But when I see this, legal documents are taken, legal documents are involved. So this could be a legal situation. Offers made, a half-ass offer made, invitation by a Knight of Cups to drink the cup. Uh-oh. Some sneaky stuff is going on. It looks really as though you sent a messenger on the low to do something for you, and they took the package and ran. You deal with some shady situations here, brothers. You gave them the money and they took it. That's not your money. It's supposed to go to her. Here's your card, Hermit. Withdrawal. Moving into the dark. Moving into yourself. Trying to look at the bigger picture. Some of you are resting. Okay, let me pull out my kippers to see what's going on with you brothers here. Because it looks like this is a problem. It looks like you have some type of partnership with someone you care about. Is you're finding out that you may not be able to trust the people around you in your business. But I don't see that it has anything to do with the partner, but there is a question about family. It's a question about your happiness. Okay, give me the Celtic spread with the kip. Well, we're not going Celtic spread. We might just 4-3-2-1 with this kipper. What is this all about? Kipper deck. We're at 27 minutes, so we're going to make this quick. It says, look at the bigger picture. You're close to achieving your goal. Well, you know how stuff happens when you're almost there. You have your partner by your side, but there's something about stealing and cheating going on with your business. Check your money and your accounts, brothers, please. I don't trust that drunken Knight of Cups. The messenger. I don't trust him. Or her. First of all, they drink too much. What is going on for the Virgo masculines? What's going on? Virgo brothers and sisters, what is going on? With the money, with the business, with the partnership. What's going on? Something almost flipped over. Okay, now we're going to see what this is about. Okay. Travel or someone's distant. Uh-oh. Make that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and push this up. Someone has distanced themselves from a fake person whose occupation is to be a fake. Fake person can be an actor, a performer. Someone wearing a mask. An official person. Oh, geez. Some of you have had a child with a fake person, and now your house, your home, is up for grabs. They may have been in real estate, or you may be in real estate. Sudden wealth. Some kind of way you ended up in adjudication. Ooh, what? Maybe, and some of you got married at the courthouse. But I have a marriage and a courtship, third party situation. And someone got sued. Yes, you can be sued when you're in a third party situation because things go down in a third party situation. You're messing with somebody's money, or somebody's messing with somebody's money that they have no business having. And yes, that can end up in a lawsuit like this. Somebody married the wrong person. Now they're in bad health and they're trying to leave. They don't want to leave the child. They're in despair. Oh boy. But they have lost a fortune. That's what the problem is with the partnership and the money. There's a message of concern which tells me, Sabina, there was a meeting in the family room or the conference room regarding this message. So what is the message? What is the message? Does this child have an official guardian or has gone to the state? Fellas, get in on that. Get on that. That's your child. Give me a card on this message. Two messages of concern. One official, one private, regarding your courtship with the other lady, your other love interest. What is the message? Go home. What? Oh, come on, come on, come on. What else do I have to play with? Nothing's going to fall out, huh? Don't want to tell me, huh? I'm going to find out. Oh. Well, I think we kind of knew that. Someone has stolen some money out the business. Someone's stolen some money. Someone's taken the child and run off. Damn, brothers. Ay, ay, ay. Where'd that come from? So, I guess this is a subpoena. And someone's filing suit. Involved, there's a older man and older woman, a court situation, and the situation has come to an end here. Here's the coffin. So, what the devil is this? You married the wrong woman. Some of you married the wrong woman. And for some of you, it's reverse. For some of you, the side chick or the side dish was the fake person. For others of you, the wife was the fake person, and money was taken. Some people are bankrupt. There's that experience I was telling you about. You're getting over that. Thus is life. Now you know. Now you know. Which brings us back to look at the bigger picture, especially that story that I told you about love found, love lost, and love found again. You needed that experience so that you knew the difference between fake love and real love. You are very close to reaching your goal. Some of you are in a third party situation where the fake person who is the side chick has created all kinds of financial problems and had a child outside of your marriage. And of course, your wife or partner is not happy with you behind that. Who do you belong to? Is the question. Who is your family? This other person either is not your family or the wife and partner is not your family. You have a decision to make. Whomever you are committed to, your commitment is being tested. But you will be happy to know that you and those you love are safe. Okay? So, whatever you have to come up with, some creative way of dealing with this, there's not much you really can do. This is out of your hands. This is what's done is done. So, all you can really do is allow things to unfold. But from now on, you protect your assets and protect your family. And you have to be the way you drew that false person into your life in the first place was because you did not love yourself, or you were not aware of this feeling of not being loved, or not being loved enough, or what you thought was love was not. Who the person you come out on top after all this is done is more likely the one who loved you in the first place, which goes back to fate versus destiny, fate versus destiny versus fate. True love, fake love, back to true love again, because now you know the difference. Wow. Wow, brothers. Wow. This is going to work itself out, but there are lessons that must be learned. I would journal if I were you. Write down everything that you have experienced in graphic detail. You don't have to show anybody now, but it would be a good idea if later you turned it into a book or a series of articles, maybe even a podcast. We need to learn this wisdom, okay? So, you're going to be fine. It's just going to be stressful, but you're going to you're coming out on top in the end. Another 3 months, this all should be settled. Even the legal stuff. Well, said 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. Okay, brothers. This is Grand Madam. I love you dearly. Until next time.